1% better every day means so much more than just fitness. You know, if you're having a bad day, but you do that tiny little thing where you might listen to a book for 10 minutes or you stretch for 5 minutes, it just makes you that little bit better every single time. We're on a journey here. If we want to try and build one of the biggest sportswear brands out of Logan, it's not going to happen overnight. So we have to take our time, which is, goes back to 1% better every day. My name's Jason Daniel and I'm the founder and CEO of LSKD. Growing up in Logan was fun. Because we lived on property and acreage, which is in Canubia, I got to ride bikes, swim in the dam. It was great. I used to hang a lot at the skate park. I loved motocross, but I actually couldn't afford to race motocross at the start, so I rode BMX. And the journey goes as far back as 2002 when I was in high school. And I was riding with some other athletes in Logan. They were 18, I was 13, and they termed me the loose kid. Said I was a little bit crazy on a bike, and that phrase just kind of lived on. We ended up turning it into a brand in 2002, and we just made some stickers and shirts. It was very grassroots, and we would just store it at home. Like any startup, you just put it wherever you can fit the space, and we ended up with 3 shipping containers where we were shipping the orders from. We would sell at the local motocross tracks. That 2002 to 2007 period with Loose Kid was really just a bunch of fun. And then 2007 hit, and I decided I wanted it to be my career, and we transitioned it to LKI. 2010, we started to really grow where we could move out into our first office, but I didn't really have experience, and to be honest, I made so many mistakes. I still make a lot of mistakes today, but we were just doing it so we could have a job. There was never really a purpose behind it. There was never really a why do we make that. The brand actually stopped growing for about 5 years. There was times we were waiting to be paid by retailers. There was weeks I couldn't pay myself, paying suppliers late. And having a firstborn, it was kind of stressful. We'd actually already had LSKD on product. So the community were naturally seeing both brands, and I started to realize that we have 2 companies here. We need to pick one. So I got feedback from our team of 12, we were back then, and said, what do you like? And the team loved LSKD. And through that period, I decided that if we change it, let's do it with a purpose. So we created our core values at the start of 2021. And we did this exercise where we did an anonymous form. There was close to 40 of the team that filled out what their values were. We had a lot of fun thinking, would we go to work for this value? Would we make decisions on this value? Which created a set of 6 core values, which then led us to creating our mission to inspire our community to be 1% better. I didn't think we would grow this quick, but I think as we found ourselves finding that we make decisions based on a mission and then a product for the community, it came with this real authenticity. Being born and bred in Logan, has it played a part in the success of LSKD? I actually think it's played a big part. There's not a lot of brands that's come out of Logan, and that's almost a competitive advantage. I think you got to stay true to your roots. I think it's really important. This is really special. We can really celebrate Logan that, LSKD was born here. We will have offices all over the world, and that's our goal, and create careers, but here is the hub. And, we made that decision and we love it.